and souls into trying to provide safety for everybody in the downtown Eastside. And when something happens like that, that damages the relationship and trust in the police, it is harmful and hurtful to all of us. And so, you know, we really feel that that's important. Okay? Okay, Anne?
I wanted to address the issue that I always address, and that's that if someone's really in trouble and needs to call the police because their life is in danger, and they have a warrant for their arrest for failing to appear in court or for missing a probation, many of the women that are missing are also women who are criminalized. They have criminal records, and that became really obvious when they first did the posters, that a lot of the women's pictures were mugshots. And it's a continuing problem to have somebody who did show up for a probation appointment but has now had an attempted murder of her life, wanting to report that to the police and being completely unwilling to be picked up for the warrant. And I think that it isn't a hard thing. I think that Chief Chu told me at the last meeting that warrants had to be picked up and there was no room for negotiation. And I think that that keeps a lot of women in real danger because they being picked up for a warrant means that you might spend a whole weekend in jail, or you know what I mean. And if you haven't shown up at court, a lot of times you're going to go sit in pre-trial until your actual court date comes up for something that I think is minor. I have this constant argument with the police. I don't think we should be having vending tickets and jaywalking tickets that result in failure to appear charges and jail time. I think that's wrong. I think it's a bad approach to take. And I think that we could even go into further things like prostitution charges or soliciting for the purpose of prostitution, those charges, and then the failure to appear in court dates for those, which I think are really large numbers of people and really large numbers of court dates. Because each one of the court dates, and this is what I think the public doesn't understand, is if you get a court date, often there'll be delayed proceedings for up to 14 times. So even something that's a very, very small charge, in my opinion, and I'll keep saying that I really think they are small charges. So I think my request is that we really look at these technical issues in a much more advanced way than saying we'll put up a sister watch. Because what's happened to us on a personal level is we call sister watch because we think someone's in danger and we're misunderstanding. We don't understand that it's actually like it's just to give information. It's not to say, hi, I know there's warrants and this guy tried to kill me because of hell, you know, like someone is really in trouble needing help. And I don't think we still have a place for that person to go. And that means that women are still in danger and unable to get protection from the police that we might expect. So I'd like to, I don't know enough about it technically, and I haven't been involved, but I really think that we need to have the community really sit down and hash that out, and it needs to be done with women who have warrants. They need to be able to come in and say, I've had this experience. Maybe they don't anymore, or maybe they still do, but that's who we need to talk to, is the women who really are in danger and really need the police to protect them without feeling, well, no, for sure, getting arrested. That's not important. But we're going to go to the police board meeting this month, I guess, if I can get there, because we can't get ComStat, and that's another way where information is given to the community. I think it's important that we know how many murders there were, how many attempted murders, and you know, the charges and stuff, because the street has its own kind of information, and it's not always that helpful to be running on that, and then when we ask you guys for data, we can't get it. And that's what's been happening with the Tuesday morning meetings. For anyone who doesn't know, the second Tuesday of the month at 9 o'clock, there's a meeting at Carnegie. It's being held in here. Sometimes it's on the 3rd floor. And the police and the Vancouver Coastal Health Authority and community people, and of course Carnegie, they're welcome to come. And Doug Bain, is the officer who comes. And he's been unable to give us the data we've been asking for. And it's been delayed now, I think, for 8 months, trying to get data to find out, for instance, are the venues up or down, or even other things like, are you still charging for prostitution? If you are, how many cases were there? And when we hear that someone's been murdered or shot or something, how many shots fired have there been up to now? Because you'll hear there have been, and then, you know, I mean, it's all this allegations versus the charges you guys actually have. And historically, we've always had them. I mean, 10 years ago, there used to be meetings, Judy left, Judy McGuire was here, and it was just simply laid out on a grid. It just said what they were and where they were. It was to keep people that are, you're around all the time, to be able to verify. If you hear the story 4 times, you think 4 people got killed, but it might have been 1 person, or you know what I mean, or it might have been 4. So I'm just saying, this is a really important.
So I will talk to Doug about the information you're looking for.
Well, if we want to use that meeting as a vehicle, then I think we need to make sure, I mean, I don't mind, I can be a person who phones everybody and says, this is your chance to get this technical information. But when we design Sister Watch, I think it shouldn't just be a tip line. I think we should have a line where people can call, I'm in trouble and I'm in deep trouble right now. And yes, I'm high on drugs, or yes, I've been drinking, and no, I won't make a statement. You know, people that are difficult to deal with, that's the kind of women that get into trouble. So we need to have a real latitude about it, but to keep them safe, because I think having them disappear or die is the worst thing that can happen.
Excuse me, it's not just that type of woman that get in trouble, and that's a myth.
No, well, I'm just saying, those are the women that get picked up and arrested for an outstanding warrant. I don't know, I don't have any outstanding warrants.
Well, you can get harmed down here, and you can be mistaken. You have, how many police officers here, and sometimes if you have rookies coming in, they don't know who's there. But certainly I can end up
Well, I
just
don't
as much.
So,
In terms of parking, sorry everyone, how long is the meeting gonna?
so we gotta wrap up. We have to be out of the room at 1 o'clock, and so we've gone us to the maximum that we can. So thanks for your questions, Anna. We do put most of our crime statistics that go on the website. The media know where to find them. They're always talking about them when they need a story. So we make that information available publicly. If there's specific information that you're looking for, I
Well,
will
that
talk.
website stuff is lame. Constat used to be on the website, it's not there anymore. We can't get Constat, we can't get a modified version of Constat, and we need it. We need the detail. I don't see why it's a secret. Why should it be a secret, Constat?
Our crime stats are not secret, so.
Yes, they are. You cannot get Constat. I have an illegal copy.
Okay, well.
If anyone wants to see it.
Yeah, I know that you walked out with the bootleg copy there, Adam, but
Well, that's the only one I got, and I can't get them, and I think it's an issue for the citizens of Vancouver. Yeah, we want the police statistics.
it's a narrowed down version of our broad stats, but we release the broad stats.
No, I have, okay, you give me the other website, because listen, I do a lot of work on this, and I'm not going to run around anymore. I think I've put about 6 or 8 months into it, and I just am going to the next police board to say, look, this is enough dicking around, give us the numbers. Don't, if there is a reason to blank out some, then blank them out, but let's, you know, let's have a full disclosure.
Thanks for the heads up, I'll know what to bring you as a little gift at our.
Well, if it's from the website, I've seen, it's the website statistics suck. They don't give drug charges, they don't give, you know what I mean, there's nothing on there.
Okay, so Joanne's just gonna wrap up on one part of that, and then thank you everybody for coming. We do have to wrap up because we have to be out of the room by 1. I think that some people thought that maybe the people that own the room thought we'd be out by 12:30, so we didn't want to shut anybody down, so I need to give the last word to Joanne.
Well, first of all, thank you for your patience.